Hey everyone, this is TheDeadstockStash and my name's Logan. Today we're going to actually be looking at upcoming releases for the October month. This is something new that I'm going to kind of try out to see if it's helpful. There are a lot of releases in October, and I'm not going to actually cover all of them because honestly there's just too many. I'm going to be looking at like the hype ones, if you will. The ones that you could probably make money on or that you probably care about. So if you find this video helpful at all, please do subscribe. If it's something that, kind of helps people, then I'll definitely do this more often. I could even do it weekly so that we can actually get more in depth into all of the different shoes that come out and not just the profitable or the hype ones. All right, so on October 1st, just starting off pretty heavy, there's an Off-White Nike collab again. These are going to be dunks. There's 3 different colorways, however, they are regional. So the US is going to get one color, Asia and Europe are going to get one color. So there's Green Strike, University Gold, and University Blue. In the US, we're going to get the Green Strike, which it's mostly a black shoe with the green highlights. It's not my favorite out of the pack, but I do think it's the most wearable, if I'm being honest. All 3 of these are kind of, futuristic, and it's not really my style, but I see the appeal of it. The gold color is going to be Asia exclusive release, and the University Blue is going to be a Europe exclusive release. The European one I think is kind of the best one, although it is also the brightest one, but Off-White has a thing with University Blue that everybody seems to love. The lime, like the bright green that we'll be getting, it isn't as popular. Green shoes just aren't as popular. The University Blue and the University Gold I definitely think are the better colorways, although I may be biased because we won't be getting those. So it makes me want them more or like them more. So on October 2nd, there's a Nike SB, which is a collaboration with Atlas Skate Shop. This is a super dope shoe. I really like this shoe because it has a story behind it, which I'm sure a lot of these do, but I'm a sucker for Nike SBs. Anyways, in 1990, there was some type of shipping accident, cargo containers, and they fell off into the ocean, and in some of those containers were some blue and some white Nikes, which ended up, floating ashore. So that's where the colorway kind of inspiration came for this pair. I really like all of the design aspects of this pair. I like the apparel, I like the stickers, It's just kind of, it's one of the ones that I like the most out of this whole list. Resale probably isn't going to be crazy, but the way Nike SB is, it's definitely going to be really difficult to buy these. So prepare now, figure out which skate shops near you are getting them, and try and figure out how they're hosting their raffles. So then on October 2nd, there is a Jordan Converse pack. It's 2 shoes. It's the Converse High 70 and the Jordan 16. So the retail on these is $425, which I find to be pretty high. That basically puts the Jordans at $225 and the Converse at $200. Although the design is really cool, it has like a chain going along it. I don't really think that there's going to be a whole lot of hype around these, although they are likely extremely limited and potentially, I'm not 100% sure on this, exclusive to Nike. I would say if you like them, go ahead and try and cop. The worst that happens is that, you return them. Nike has free returns. But it is kind of a decent amount of money that you could probably put towards different releases this month that you may want more. Right after that, on October 3rd, there is the Yeezy 350 V2 in the carbon colorway. This shoe was supposed to release September 19th, I believe, and it got pushed back now to October 3rd. From what I've seen, stock is going to be pretty healthy on this in terms of Yeezy. I definitely think it's one of the better colors that has come out in a long time. Very easy to wear, black and translucent sole. It's a good pair. It will definitely sell out. Definitely try and cop some of these if you can. And then there's a couple weeks where I'm sure something will release that I'm just missing. On October 15th, there is the new Ivy Park Beyonce Adidas collaboration. From what I've seen, there's going to be 3 different models. One of them is a very nice yellow Ultra Boost that I think out of the 3 will probably do the best. So, is it super hype? No. Is there enough hype for it to be potentially profitable, worth purchasing? Most likely, yeah. And then on the 16th is a big day on Nike. So the Union Jordan that dropped last month will now be releasing on Nike. The Guava was a Union exclusive, that is done. However, the Noir, or the black pair, is definitely worth trying to cop. So there's two other models releasing with the Jordan 4. There's the Zoom 92, which is a Guava color like the Union exclusive. However, this doesn't have as much hype. However, it is definitely worth trying to grab. The retail for this one is $150, and prices are definitely, double that right now. Who knows where they'll be after the release, but it's definitely worth going for. Then there's the Delta Mid off Noir, which also releases. They're all going to release at the same time as far as I know on Nike, which would be 10 o'clock, October 16th. The retail price on this one is $160. It is my least favorite out of the 3-pack. However, I definitely see the appeal to it. It's probably worth grabbing. It will definitely sell out. And then the main attraction of the Union Jordan collaboration is definitely going to be the Jordan 4 in the Off Noir colorway. Its retail is higher. It's $250, but it is a 100% comp. Definitely try to grab that one. Then on October 23rd, there is a New Balance collaboration with Salehe Bembury. If you don't know him, look him up. Really cool and talented dude. This is a really cool pair of New Balances. New Balances has been doing a bunch of collaborations, and they're all really great. This is definitely a comp in my opinion. I know that the orange is kind of bright for a lot of people to wear, but it's definitely a cop for me. The model on this is a 2002 R, which is kind of, you don't see it very often. So it's a unique shoe, and I get that it's not for everyone, but it's definitely worth trying to go for. Then on October 28th, there is Air Force One Skeleton. We've seen this colorway now 3 times. This will be the 3rd colorway. There was the white, then the black, and now orange. It's definitely a comp. This shoe always does really well, after the initial release. At first, it looks like a brick, and then everybody sees them and wants them. Being it is the 3rd colorway and orange, I personally don't think it'll do as well as the first 2 colorways, but it definitely gives off awesome Halloween vibes, and I'm going to be going for it for sure. And then rounding out the month, on the 31st, there's 2 Jordan 1s that have a date of the 31st. I feel like one of them may get pushed, or the date might just be wrong on one of them. I'm not sure. I would find it pretty weird of Nike and Jordan to release 2 really good colorways of a Jordan 1 on the same day, but weirder things have happened. The first one we're going to talk about is the Dark Mocha. This has, the Travis Scott vibes. This has a lot of hype around it. It's basically, the budget Travis Scott ones. If you didn't cop those, you can buy these and have a similar colorway on your feet, and somebody might look at them and wonder, oh, are those them? They're not, but they're a good colorway. Definitely a solid cop. I would go for these for sure. The second Jordan 1 to release on October 31st is the Concept Japan Midnight Navy colorway. We saw the gray silver colorway release in August. This is now another colorway. These are really nice and definitely worth trying to grab. There's a couple other pairs of shoes that don't have dates, but they're kind of expected to release in October. So when Kanye leaked his whole, I don't know if you've seen it, I'll definitely have it up on the screen right now for you to see. He leaked basically his whole year of release. Some of them are spot on, and some of them are a little bit different. You can see that the carbons were supposed to release last month. They're releasing this month. And you can see that there's a different 350 colorway up there at the top in October. So maybe that colorway will be coming out. Maybe that one's pushed because the carbon got pushed. So a release that I'm really excited for that doesn't have a date yet is the Nike SB Inverted Celtics colorway. Definitely a weird colorway, but they have a cool idea behind it. Supposedly it's part of a pack. We'll see. They released in September for basically the rest of the world, and we're supposed to get them in October. We probably will. The idea behind this is if you invert the colorway, then it kind of switches between the 2. Cool idea. I don't know how they'll look on foot. They're definitely a bright shoe, not for everybody, but the way Nike SB is right now, everybody's going to try to get these, so be expecting to have a very difficult time to cop these, and resale will probably be 2 or 3 times what it should be. A couple of unknown pairs. There's another Nike SB, which is a Concepts collab, which, if you've been in a Nike SB game, you definitely know Concepts have some of the best collaborations with Nike SB. This is titled the Duck colorway currently, and the colorways are inspired after Mallard Duck. I feel like this is probably one of the better colorways we've seen in a long time. This reminds me of one of the older SB releases where, again, there was a story behind it, and, you know, it resonates with the people who collect them and who really, you know, enjoy Nike SB. There is no date on these. All I've seen so far is fall, so that could be October or November. Hopefully it is actually something that is going to release in the next couple of months, because I'm pretty stoked on this one. Another one that doesn't have a date, and I'm just throwing this one in there because I've seen it be slated for a fall release as well as a holiday winter release. It's the Jordan 5 Off-White collaboration, which they're dubbing the Plot Twist. Basically, it's the sale colorway of the black Off-White Jordan 5 that we saw release a while back. If it releases in October, I'd be very surprised. It's most likely going to be a holiday release, but I just want to throw that in there just so that you're aware of it, and in case, you know, something comes up and it releases, at least you had a heads up about it. It's going to be impossible to cop, just like every other Off-White collaboration, basically. So figure out where your local raffles are and online raffles are. Thank you so much if you're still here watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope that there was some, you know, useful information here for you guys. I'll leave kind of a list of all of the shoes that we talked about in the description, so that you can kind of make a reminder in your phone in your notes, or however you keep track of releases, whatever's best for you. So if you have not yet, please do subscribe, like the video if I helped you, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Good luck on your next cop.